In this video, we are going to discuss the type of numbers. The first type of number is natural number. So natural number, the smallest number is natural number is 1. There is no biggest natural number. So example of natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So natural number has its own little notation. So we use this n, but we add one more bar to it. So this is called a natural number. Let's just put it right here. So natural numbers. And then a whole number. The smallest whole number is 0. So that is the difference between natural number and whole number, right? So natural numbers is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but not including 0. So if we discuss whole number, then we add a 0 to it. So the notation of whole number is still this n, but we add a little not to it. So that stands for natural numbers. And then integers are natural number, except that integers can be positive or negative. So in natural number, we start at 1, we do not include negative, but in integers, we do include the negative and the 0. So the symbol for integer is this z, that stands for integer. And then rational number is basically fraction, is a divided by b, where b is not equals to 0 because we cannot have 0 in the denominator. So let's say 2 divided by 0. This is undefined, right? So that's why we cannot have a 0 in the denominator. So this number is basically meaningless. All right, a over b, where b is not equals to 0. Okay, now before we get into irrational number, let's write a couple natural numbers by ourselves. So what, just come up with a few. So natural number, I am thinking about, so natural number, how about this? 109, 190, 10, 12, 144, and then 266, 6. Right? They are natural numbers. So whole number, we can have a 0, right? Other than this, we can add a 0 to it. So whole number, of course, we have a 0, 2, 6. How about 1.8? 1.8 is not a natural number, all right? And then 2020, 2021, 2019, they are whole number. Integers. Negative 6, negative 690, negative 712, 0, positive 104. Right? How about 104.8? 104.8 is not an integer because we can't have decimal. Rational number. So rational number, we have 1/2, negative 1/2, right? Rational number, the symbol is this Q. Rational number. So 1/2, negative 1/2, 4 over 3, 3 over 4, 1/5, so on and so forth. Now, here is something that I need to tell you. 3 is an integer, a whole number, a natural number, and a rational number because we can represent 3 as 3 divided by 1. 109 is a rational, integer, whole number, and natural number because 109 is equals to 109 divided by 1. 6 is a rational number because 6 can be represented by 12 divided by 2. All right, so 6 is a rational number, an integer, a whole number, and a natural number. So that means rational number contains integer. Integer contains whole number. Whole number contains natural number. All right. And then we have irrational numbers. They are not rational. So for example, the pi 3.14159, whatever, is an irrational number because the decimal digits do not terminate or they do not repeat. So other examples can be the square root of 2. So if you don't know what square root is, that's fine. We are going to discuss that in another lesson. The square root of 2 is approximately equals to that. Those digits on the right hand side of the decimal points, they do not repeat, they do not terminate. So we call these irrational numbers. And then real numbers include rational and irrational numbers. So for irrational numbers, we have a symbol too. So that is a Q. And then we put a bar on top of it. And then real number, we use this big R. So let's draw a picture. to illustrate the relationship between all these number sets. So I'm going to draw one picture. So the biggest group is real number. So let's change colors for that. So the biggest group is real number. So this whole group is real number. All types of numbers. And then real numbers can be divided into rational or irrational. So let's cut that into two pieces, rational and irrational. And then irrational stands by itself. In statistics, you will see irrational numbers. So rational number contains integer. So that means in the rational number side, I have integers right there. So contains integer. And then integer contains, rational number contains integer. And then inside integer, we have whole number. And then inside whole number, we have a natural number. So natural number, right? The smallest natural number is 1. So let's use a number to get through this image. So let's say I have 6. 6 that is equals to 12 divided by 2. So 6 is a natural number, 6 is a whole number, 6 is an integer, 6 is a rational number because 6 is equals to 12 divided by 2, or you can use negative 6 equals to negative 12 divided by 2 or 12 divided by negative 2. So that is rational. And then the irrational stands by itself. The pi, the square root of 2, the square root of 3, the square root of 5, they are all irrational numbers. So that's the relationship between them. And there is one more thing to explain. There is one more line to sum up the relationship of a real number, and then integer, and then rational number. So that is a natural number. We start with natural number. So natural number is an element of integer. So we write this symbol as z with a line. So that is natural number is an element of, or you can say interpret that as inside. So natural number is inside integer. Integer is inside rational number. NZ and then Q, and then they are all inside real number. So NZQR, NZQR, that is the order. Natural is inside integer. Integer is inside rational. Rational is inside real number. So when I use the word real number, that includes all types of numbers. So I will be using this word a lot in statistics. Real number, that includes all types of number. Alright, so that will be all in this part. I see you all in the next part. In the next part, we will introduce number line.